Last year, at least 14 cash dispensers were robbed in a similar way by a group of men out of Houston called the Fifth Ward Gang.
Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so since the death of Takeoff, there has been a lot of rumors circulating on social media. One specifically around J. Prince Jr. Now, J. Prince Jr. is seen in photos with a guy by the name of Lil Cam. Now, this guy is rumored to be one of J. Prince Jr.'s top security, right-hand man, and his protection in the street. Now, J. Prince Jr. has denied being at the shooting or at the argument or even at the dice game. Now, alleged witnesses are going to social media and saying that he was there, and not only that, he was the one that was arguing with Quavo that led to the shooting death of Takeoff. And they're also saying that his security, a guy by the name of Lil Cam or Fifth Ward Cam, was the shooter that took Takeoff's life, and it wasn't no accidental shooting. Now, the guy in this picture with J. Prince Jr. is alleged to be Lil Cam or Fifth Ward Cam. He's also seen in the photo and in the video that's been released by TMZ. They're saying he's the guy in the yellow hoodie, and it's been alleged that the guy in the yellow hoodie started shooting first. Now, before we get to the specifics and talk about Fifth Ward Cam and all the rumors out there, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Ever since the shooting death of Migos rapper Takeoff, there's been several theories about what went down that night. Now, one thing people can agree on is this was a tragic incident, and Takeoff ended up losing his life in an act of senseless violence. But what's evident to me is one of the sides involved in this is playing with the media. And when I say the media, I'm talking about social media. They're using it as a way to get different narratives out there that benefit their cause. Now, there's a story right now that's circulating, and we should really call it a rumor, that a guy by the name of Fifth Ward Cam was the shooter that took Takeoff's life. Now, I don't know if this is true, but this is what's being spread on social media right now. Now, Fifth Ward Cam has a social media page that has his name and everything attached. But if you look at the picture of a guy that everybody is calling Lil Cam on social media, you can see that he's seen with J. Prince Jr. several times. Even in the past, during the time when J. Prince Jr.'s name came up in another shooting involving somebody by the name of Duke the Jeweler. Now, Duke the Jeweler lost his life, and it was a lot of speculation around it because Boosie's name was caught up in it, but it seems like J. Prince was around when this shooting took place as well. Now, when I say around, that doesn't mean that he was responsible, but it's odd that anytime a rapper gets around mob ties or hangs around J. Prince Jr., something bad happens. And in two occasions, those people have lost their lives, Duke the Jeweler and Takeoff. Now, the opinions about why Takeoff lost his life and how have shifted because of the different narratives that are being spread out there. It's hard to decipher which ones are true and which ones are false. One story that recently broke, and we should call it a rumor, is that Lil Cam was the shooter that took Takeoff's life, and he was done out of jealousy and on the orders of J. Prince Jr. Now, we can in no way confirm that or prove that's true, so let's treat that as a rumor. But you can see that Cam's social media page has gone quiet, and he isn't letting anybody new add on to his page. There could be several reasons about that. Maybe they just want to keep their circle tight and not talk about what's going on, or the other rumor that's out there, Lil Cam or Fifth Ward Cam lost his life. Now, Fifth Ward Cam has been in the news before. It looks like he was caught up in a situation where he was tied to a gang that was called the Fifth Ward Gang out of Houston. So let's look at the news story.
These three have been charged with felony robbery for stealing from more than a dozen ATMs across Texas.
People have been victimized while using and or working at ATM machines.
Court documents state from July to October of last year, at least 14 cash dispensers were robbed in a similar way by a group of men out of Houston called the Fifth Ward Gang. Officials say they would wait until an ATM technician would work on a drive-through ATM, then they would see the cassettes of money and push the tech out of the way to steal the cassettes.
Now, that story comes from January 2018, where Cameron Isaiah Joshua, or Fifth Ward Cam, is alleged to have been a member of a gang called the Fifth Ward Gang out of Houston. Now, they went around all over Texas robbing ATMs allegedly. Now, Cam somehow got in the good graces of Mob Tie's boss, J. Prince Jr. Now, it's rumored that he's also muscle for Jay Prince Jr. as well. That's why you see him there in the Duke the Jeweler situation where they were shooting dice and Duke the Jeweler ended up losing his life. And you also allegedly see him in the background in the yellow hoodie with Jay Prince Jr. in the situation that happened with Takeoff. Now, I'm not 100% sure if he had any involvement in this shooting, but it's rumored on the street that he was there and he was an active participant. Now, one person specifically you could hear talking about this situation in the open is Wack 100. Wack 100 was recently on the Clubhouse app where he was talking to a group of people and they were discussing Fifth Ward Cam and the rumors surrounding the shooting of Takeoff. Now, in this situation, they all are going based off the rumors that are out there and that are in the street. At the time, people were saying that Fifth Ward Cam had lost his life, but I don't know at this time if that's true. It sounds like maybe one side could be playing the social media game and putting those rumors out there to take the heat off of their camp. But since we've mentioned it, let's delve into the rumor a little bit. So it's alleged that Fifth Ward Cam, aka Lil Cam, also known as Jay Prince Jr.'s right-hand man and muscle, was shot and killed in his hometown yesterday in Fifth Ward. So that would be in his own neighborhood getting gunned down. Now this looks really sketchy, especially if there's rumors at the time that he was involved in the shooting of Takeoff. Now there's three possibilities I can see for this rumor. One, that the Rap-A-Lot Mob Ties side is trying to cover their tracks and show that they are taking care of business in Houston and making sure that their artists that come to visit them are safe by showing that somebody who is involved in this situation or the alleged shooter has already passed away. Or two, Mob Ties and Jay Prince Jr. are intentionally putting out this rumor to hide the real shooter and hide the real reason that Takeoff lost his life. Or three, it's the truth and somebody found Fifth Ward Cam and went to take action because of what happened with Takeoff. Now, all those possibilities could be wrong as well. But man, regardless of that, somebody is pushing for everyone to believe that Fifth Ward Cam was involved and that Lil Cam lost his life as well. Like I said, this might not even be true. Let's be real. How fast would the news be on this if it was true? I'm talking about official news sources. So until we find out more details, I'll say keep your eyes peeled because there's a lot of deception going on in this situation. But what do you guys think? Do you think that the streets handled business that quickly, got retaliation for Takeoff losing his life? Or is this a ruse? Are people being fooled and being told to look at one direction when something different really went on? And even during Wack 100's conversation on Clubhouse, you can hear that the lady who brought the news forward said she could not share her sources. So you have to take that information with a grain of salt. But if it proves to be true, it goes to show, man, that the streets are undefeated and you got to stay up out of them. But y'all tell me what you think in the comment section. Let me know what you think. So go ahead, hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get an update every time I break one of these stories. And we out of here. Peace.